Here are the top 5 things I recommend you not buy during the Sephora sale. Now, everything that I'm sharing here is based on my experience, my opinions, what I think you should be spending your money on instead, but they all have caveats, but I will go through them as I go through my list. So let's get started. The number one thing I recommend you don't buy are low-cost products. To me, it's very important that you have a budget when you shop this sale. I don't always follow this guideline, but this is one of those do as I say, not as I do moments. I definitely recommend you have a budget, how much you want to spend during the sale so that you don't go over it. And then once you decide what your budget is, I personally think that those funds would be better suited to go towards higher price products because you can always buy that $10 product. For example, 15% off a $10 item versus 15% off a $100 item. This is where I see more of that bang for your buck versus over here. But there, of course, are caveats. I mentioned in my Sephora sale guide video that it's a great opportunity for you to restock on products and tools that you already love and use all the time and are constantly repurchasing anyway. So of course, if you can factor that into your budget, great. Otherwise, I would recommend you focus that budget on the higher price things that you are not willing to purchase during the year when it's not on sale. The second part to that recommendation is to skip low cost value sets and go for the higher price value sets. I saw a lot of really great value sets from brands like Drunk Elephant, Pharmacy, First Aid Beauty, Laneige, things like that, where there are products that are incredible but are higher cost included in these smaller value sets where you can not only try out that product but other products from the brand. Those sets for me are really great bang for your buck. You can decide whether you like that product and other products. My second recommendation is to skip products that have never really worked for you or don't really work for you in your skin type, your hair type. This sale is not going to make your dry skin suddenly not dry. It's not going to change your hair type. It's not going to change your preferences. It's not going to change things that you're allergic to or sensitive to. I know that there are a lot of really amazing products out there that are really hyped, that people really do love and works great for them, but may not work for you. So I think it's very important to keep that in mind because no matter how good the discount is, it's not going to change things that you already know you don't like, aren't good for your skin, don't work for you, etc. So for example, if you are someone with oily skin and there's a product that is really hyped up and people really love, but you've heard that it's not good for oily skin, then skip it. You're going to waste your money because you're going to buy it, you're going to get excited, you're going to use it, and it's going to turn out that of course it's not going to work for you because it's not meant for your skin type or your hair type, or has an ingredient there that you don't like, has a scent and you prefer unscented, etc., etc. The second thing I recommend you don't buy are tools and devices that you don't really need and you are looking for something else. You're expecting them to do something that they don't do. Let me explain this one. This one comes from experience. During the last Sephora sale during the holidays, I picked up a T3 airbrush duo. I purchased it because I heard great reviews. I heard people loved it, and I bought it thinking that it was going to help me get, these voluminous waves, these loose kind of curls. And after trying it, I was disappointed because it didn't give me that. But the real reason why it didn't give me that is because that's not what it's meant to do. If I want curls, then I need a curler. If I want beachy waves, I need to get a flat iron and do those curl techniques to get those end results. That is not what that's meant for. So in a vlog that I did during Vlogmas, I tried it out and I showed the results in the video and I said it doesn't do much, it didn't do what I thought I was gonna do, so I'm sending it back. But after watching that video, I loved the way that my hair looked. My hair looked so good and it felt great after doing it. I just kept touching my hair. It felt great, it looked great, and that is the reason why I decided to keep it. I realized that I was expecting it to do something that it didn't, but I still loved the product for what it does do, and that is why I kept it. So again, don't buy devices and tools and expect them to do things that they're not meant to do. Really look into each product, read what it does, read what it's for, and if that's not the thing that you need, then do a little more research to find that perfect device and tool that will do what you want it to do. Do not buy a fragrance that you haven't actually tried. Fragrances are one of the most expensive things at Sephora. They can get really expensive. So seeing that discount may want you to finally buy the product that you've heard great things about, but fragrances work differently on everyone. So I really recommend you actually go into the store and try it. I know that recommendation can sound a little silly, but I do know people who have purchased scents, fragrances, perfumes, colognes without actually having tried it, and then once they do, it didn't work out for them. Or if you're unaware, fragrances work differently on everyone based on your body chemistry. So even though you might like it coming out of the bottle, once you actually put it on your skin and wear it for a while, then you realize it's not really for you, or you don't like that it lasts too long, it doesn't last long enough, and therefore you should really try them out. Here's a tip: go to Sephora and ask for a sample of a fragrance. They can give you a little vial and write down the name so that you can try it out at home over the course of a week, a couple of days, and then really see if it's right for you. Or better yet, here's another recommendation. I am a huge fan of the Sephora fragrance samplers, whether it's cologne or perfume. So if there's a perfume that you're interested in or a cologne that you're interested in, see if it's in one of those Sephora favorites or Sephora fragrance sets. Use the one that you really want and are interested in, but then also use the other ones, because you never know, you might find another fragrance that you prefer or really want to try out more than the one that you originally thought. And at the end of the day, you can just return that voucher for the one that you wanted or a new one that you just discovered. And my last recommendation is to not buy those itty bitty teeny weeny tiny little products. Now I am thinking of a product in particular, and that is Freck's new bronzer. I actually purchased that little bronzer, and as soon as I saw how tiny it was, immediately returned it. I did not think it was that small. It is super tiny. I kind of regret not having filmed with it or showing, filmed an unboxing of it just to show you, but it was tiny. It was like the size of a lip balm. So that was not meant for me. And I'll tell you why it wasn't meant for me. I have a very large makeup collection because I do beauty and makeup videos. I also happen to really love cream blushes and bronzers that are creams or sticks, so I already have a few. I wanted to try that one out because I heard great things. I heard the product is really beautiful, and I'm sure it is because I'm a huge fan of Freck. They make really great products. But it's not for me because it was so tiny, and I don't need a little tiny version of a bronzer. So in that sense, I do want a little more quantity, even though the quality is probably amazing. It's just not for me. But I'll tell you who it might be for. If you are new to bronzing products, if you're new to creams and bronzing sticks, then that is a really good product for you to try out. It's $20, you get a little discount, so you're not wasting a ton of money on a product that you may not like, that may not work for you. It also might work for people who are looking for products to travel with, to have in your little travel bag. If you prefer to travel light and not have a ton of cosmetics and makeup products with you, then that one might work because it's such a small little profile product. You can stick it into your makeup bag, you can even stick it into your purse. If you are looking to try out a cream bronzer but don't want such a tiny little product or just want more value, then I really recommend Kaja Beauty. This is one of their play bentos. This is the number 2 chocolate latte. I love it. It's actually in my makeup bag because I always have it with me. This one comes with a cream bronzer. It's a beautiful color. Love this cream bronzer, but it also comes with a powdered highlighter and a powdered blush. Really beautiful colors. They come in different colors. I will link down to them and everything that I mentioned in my videos, as I usually do, down in the description box below and in the YouTube shopping prompt. So if you want something small but want a little bit more than just the Freck single bronzer, then I definitely recommend these. Okay, those were my top 5 products not to buy during the Sephora sale. If you have recommendations for things that we should skip and not spend our money on, or alternatives that we should get instead, please let us know in the comment section below. You guys know that I've created a beautiful community here, and whenever we can share tips, recommendations, it's always great for us. Let's not gatekeep these good products and feedback, so write it down in the description box below, or make a suggestion for a future video, or just say hi, because you guys know that I love to hear from you. Click or tap right here to watch my last video, or click down below to watch another video that you might enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned.